You're listening to the Heated Bros podcast with your hosts, Casey Reeves and Joseph Ramos.
Baby shark, begin.
Get your mic up there. Don't hunch the whole time.
It is up. I just keep sliding down just a little. This is the way I sit, so I can see you guys more.
Oh,
There we go. Yeah.
hunched. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
hunched.
hunch really bad. Most of the time, I look like an old man.
I'm just like,
Maybe I just feel like an old man.
Get you one of those like posture correctors.
Yeah, I need one of the ones that just like electrocutes your back into staying straight.
Christmas, we got you.
Should get one of those like where those like spinal like
A pump
no, it's like
that stretches your neck.
like you're like laying there and then like it like you fall back and like the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
thing rotates so it like
Those
opens
are
up
cool.
your spine.
I know what you're talking about. Check. Okay, yeah, we're good.
Welcome to the year-end Heated Bros podcast. Last one of
Did you
this
say
year.
your end?
No,
or
it said the year end.
Year end.
Your
Urine?
end.
This is our last one for the year.
It's all about urine.
Year end.
This is the last one of the decade, and you know
Because we deserve all a break.
of the 2010s.
Because I don't think we come back until like the second week of January.
Damn.
Damn. So we
Maybe.
better make this extra special.
Extra special.
I'm feeling extra special today.
But I'll probably make some supplement videos now that I've got all my computer parts back that I needed to start working with audio.
Hell yeah.
So that'll work. So there won't be completely like dead silence. But it's been 1 decade of games, movies, TV shows, and all
Pop
this
culture,
other greatness.
people dying, people living, people born.
Betty White's still alive.
Still alive. She made it.
She made it another year, guys.
And then it's all like, December 31st, Betty White didn't make it. We're all like, no.
At 11:59. You just hear the doctor. I pronounced her at 12, guys. She made it to 2020. It's okay.
They just started reviving her for an hour and a half so she makes it. to
They
the
just
next
put her
one.
on the ventilator. Like,
Yeah.
nope.
Technically, she's breathing.
Her brain's still kind of moving.
But yeah, it's it's been a year, and it's also been a decade, and
Now I'm old.
you know, like I was going through lists of films that came out this decade, and I was actually really surprised. Like, man, that felt like that was
Man,
decade ago.
we had some bad films this decade.
there were some bad ones, and there were some really, really great
Yeah,
ones.
like everyone's worst favorite, the Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Worst favorite?
worst favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'd probably like agree with that because that's kind of one of those like you either absolutely loved it
It is.
or hated it.
I just enjoyed it. But I'm not a Star Wars fanboy.
Unless you're Alex, he's just kind
It
of
was
like
fine.
It was meh.
It was like it was a movie. It was a Star Wars movie.
You're Star Wars!
It's like it's a movie. You know? Your mom's not gonna like it.
Joe's mom, she sees every
No.
episode.
Actually, my mom's really like into sci-fi, so she fucking loves Star Wars.
Oh.
My dad, not so much.
Okay, see, it's
So-
flip-flopped on my family. My mom, she's just like, I'm gonna go watch Food Network upstairs.
Not the murder mystery shows? That's all.
Oh, yeah. Homicide Hunters. Shouts
It's like,
out.
I feel like that's always like the most mother-watched show. Like, I don't know whose
It's a
house I
great
haven't
show.
been to.
I'll watch some murder shows with my mom. That's good bonding.
I like
right
when you're
there.
like, I directed this episode.
Yeah, I worked on this episode, Mom.
So then it's like every time you bring like a girl home, it's always all like, is this the one that?
Well, you start with a horror movie. That's always the litmus test for a new date for me. Like, you have to be able to just like either one, you're gonna get really scared and you're gonna like hold on and we're gonna have a good time anyways, or you're like gonna just bitch the whole time and then
Gonna have a bad time.
I'm gonna have a bad time.
Or a good time. Who knows?
Right?
Yeah, I guess it's all up in the air.
So I thought I'd start off. I chose. I didn't know how.
So where do we want to start off? Do we want to do our year in review and then go after that into our decade, or how would you like to proceed?
Probably should have thought about this before
Should
we
have thought
started
about
recording.
this before we start recording.
Yeah. Oh well, we're gonna start with the year in review and then go into the decade.
Good leadership
This
skills.
year.
So I guess where are we gonna start? Video games.
I think I'm gonna start video games because I felt like movies this year for me just weren't really. I mean, not speaking of the Star Wars. I haven't seen the last one, so I don't want to say anything about that. But there hasn't been really a movie that
Review coming soon.
Midsummer. The
See, I really-
Irishman.
really enjoyed. I haven't watched The Irishman yet
Dog.
because I had to watch Six Underground with Ryan Reynolds first.
Oh yeah, how was that? That looked weird as hell.
It's weird, but it's pretty funny. Like,
It looked like a shitty Netflix movie.
well, that's the whole joke. Like, there's one part where Ryan Reynolds is singing a song, and they're just like, "Do we have the rights to this?" And he goes, "We will have the rights to this." And he just continued singing, and you just kind of laughed, and I'm just like, "This is."
Huh.
It was good. I think it's like if I would have purchased that in theaters, this would be a different conversation.
Yeah,
you
but
know,
because it's on Netflix,
Because
you
it's on
forgive
Netflix.
some of the weird
yeah.
stuff that
And
you
it's-
wouldn't see in a theater movie.
Imagine Transformers without the robots. That's pretty close to it.
Okay.
So it's just mindless fun.
So
I'd say
it's
the first two Transformers.
just
None of these
bad
weird.
dick jokes and
Yeah.
hot ladies.
Yeah, it's a lot of it. It's a Michael Bay movie.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's a Michael Bay movie.
Bay.
Yeah, it's just a Michael Bay movie.
Oh god.
I think what was his last comedy movie that he made was with The Rock and
The Rock and
Mark Wahlberg.
yeah,
where
with
they're like murderers, bodybuilders.
bodybuilders. What is it called?
Well,
Pain and Gain.
I actually
Pain and
kind
Gain.
of like that movie.
Well, I just love when they're just like, when they're like showing Mark Wahlberg and everyone else like in shape, and then they show The Rock, and I'm just like, why would you throw him in there? He makes everyone look like they're not in shape.
Yeah. He
He's jacked.
has $1 million gym follow him around.
Yeah.
So
On Wheels. I've seen
On
it at the
Wheels.
Broadmoor.
Have you?
Yeah.
wow, Joe. Wow. Tell us about that experience.
I'd want to see it, dude.
It's just a big semi truck
Oh, okay.
But
with gym equipment.
because he has two of them. He has that one that drives around, and then he has one that flies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
Is it like a helicopter or does it have like jet fuel?
dude, don't ask me shit. I just looked it up, and they said it flies with him, and I'm just like,
Is it a blimp?
how does it fly? So my guess is like,
It's like a Goodyear blimp that just has.
I think it's just a military helicarrier.
Oh, jeez.
For how much shitty as it is, Jim, it'd have to be.
Yeah. It's
But
got quite the payload.
but I'm gonna start with a game. I really can't think of a movie that really stuck out this year for me. Nothing crazy. I'm
All
gonna
right.
go with
I made my list, so.
let me think. This year, there's just a lot of misses, but I think Spider-Man did come out. Yeah, Spider-Man came out this year.
The game?
The
Yeah.
game? No, that came out last year.
Did that come out last year? Damn it. Then I think it's gonna have to be Dragon Ball Fighters came out this year then too. Pretty sure. Nope, that came out last year at the end of this. No, it came out January.
Jeez.
Came out January.
Hey,
so
stop playing with that.
yeah.
I can hear the bass go through the mic stand.
Good. I'm just kidding. Yeah, that one came out in January of this year. So I think it's gonna go to that one. I like that one. I just wanted a good fighter, and that was pretty up there. Mortal Kombat was people keep kicking my ass really well in that game, while the other game I'm
the
better
online experience is not great.
at. But the Dragon Ball Z one was pretty good online. Like,
Because you're playing 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
probably. I don't care. I'm winning. It's all about winning.
Winning!
That, and then maybe Days Gone. I really enjoyed that one too.
That was the
a good
zombie one, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to play that, but everyone told me it sucked when it came out.
No, it was good. It had its problems with like you'd be riding and it'd be like, "There's a zombie horde." Where? And then they'd glitch in. You'd be like, "Oh shit!" And then you'd wreck.
Maybe I need to give that a chance in 2020.
Yeah.
It's on
Clear
sale
it.
It's
right
on
now.
sale for like $20 right now.
Oh shit, Steam, what's up? We need a sponsorship.
Right now, it's on the PlayStation Store.
Ah, fuck.
There's that. But it's like, there's a lot of games I want to try that seem fantastic, like Death Stranding, and it's only $20 right now, and I'm like tempted to just buy it. Yeah.
Well, I know what I'm buying.
PlayStation put.
I actually have to wait till after Christmas because.
What'd they put it on? They're calling it like the PlayStation Experience Sale or something, and it's their top selling games, and they're putting them for pretty much nothing for some reason.
Ooh.
So it's pretty cool. I think.
They're getting all my money this Christmas.
Yeah.
I got that grandma money, bitch.
Grandma money. So like $200.
It's a check for
$25.
$7.17. What's the 17 cents for?
717, gang, gang. Well, Joe, why don't we take a movie now?
Yeah.
Oh, movie of the year?
Number one movie.
Oh, fuck.
My number one movie. Ugh, fuck. I'd say my number one movie of the year is probably going to go to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Really?
Man.
Even
Yeah.
over, what's that foreign film?
Dude, I just thought
Parasite.
about it.
Parasite.
Parasite's a very, very close
Second.
Dude, I think I'm going to have to throw in the Joker. I just thought about that.
Oh, God.
great.
Let's go by genre, all right?
Well, like I wrote a list of like,
Okay.
yeah.
God damn, that's a long list, dude.
Yeah, I was trying to make it shorter.
Jesus Christ.
There's a lot of good shit on there.
and- yeah, there's a lot of good shit.
I think you could get rid of Toy Story 4.
What do you mean? Toy Story 4 was fucking awesome.
It was great, but I think out of all the Toy Stories, that's the weakest.
I think out of all the Toy Stories,
But like
you're
out of the year,
weakest.
Out of the year, I don't know.
Okay, best animated film. Let's go.
See, I'm not going to lie. Frozen 2 took me by surprise.
Fuck
so it's
you,
got
dude.
might gotta go in there.
we all know it was Lego Movie 2.
What?
What?
Okay, How to Train Your Dragon.
I don't think I watched a single animated movie this year. Now that I just said that,
How to Train Your Dragon was really good.
Yeah,
that was
How
a
to
good
Train-
wrap
yeah,
up.
it was-
That
it was a really good
I
one.
didn't think about that either. That came out in February.
Yeah.
It's hard to think about certain movies because they seem like they come out way later. And then it's like when someone says, I'm like, oh, fuck, that did come out.
time's weird, huh?
Yeah. Time to Train Your Dragon. But I don't know. I think everyone, like, if you have to watch Frozen 2 at any point, I feel like you'll be shocked by it too, just because it's really fucking dark. It gets dark quick.
I just can't deal with the singing.
I can wait till it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I can't deal with singing
It
anymore.
wasn't a lot of it because I'm not a big singing type person. And I wasn't happy about going in because my
Yeah.
girlfriend wanted to see it. And she's like, we have to see it. We have to see it. And I'm like, well, I've dragged you some of my shit movies. So I feel like it's only fair. One saw it and then I like walked out going, this was surprisingly good. Let's see. He's got El Camino on the list.
I do have El Camino.
I see Midsummer's not on your list, Joe.
I know. I don't
what are
see
you
that
talking
one.
about? It is
It's not on there. It's not fucking on there. He hacked your one horror movie.
Yeah, all right,
No,
just-
it's right there. It's right there, number 5.
Okay, sick. Sick.
Did you put
Sick.
Apollo 11? Is that what that says?
That's probably the best documentary of the year. I don't know if you haven't watched it at all.
It is pretty
It
good.
is.
Is that the one with?
or Hulu?
Where
I
did
don't
I see
remember.
it? I think I rented
Is this the
that one.
Netflix series or is that the movie that came out a while back?
No.
Okay.
There's another really great documentary that came out this year called The Devil and Daniel Johnston. It's a very small documentary that you have to pretty much rent on YouTube's. But I
What?
recommend it.
I like the Alien one until like right at the last end, because they were talking about how they made Alien.
Oh,
Like the-
I thought you were
yeah.
talking about that bizarre ass like Bob Lazar.
No.
That was
Yeah,
the
that was a
worst
fucking shit
documentary.
documentary.
Like the information was fun, but like, oh god, the filmmaking was so bad.
I'm just gonna sit here with my phone and just kind of like talk.
And like walk around the room and then talk about aliens every once in a while.
Yeah, no, not that one. The like movie
Throw up
aliens.
some weird graphics.
And then I'm gonna tell you how exciting this information is.
Yeah,
Because it's not exciting enough on its own, so I'm gonna tell you how excited I am about this information.
yeah. I liked that that documentary. It was all good until like right at the end when this girl like that on some podcast was like, Alien is about feminism. And I was like, when? I was like, what? And then she's like, the alien represents guys being raped. And I was like,
It's a giant penis.
yeah. She just starts saying these weird things. And like, you could tell they definitely had to cut her short because she's talking. Then they cut her. They go into like Ridley Scott talking a little bit and then it ends. And I'm just like, you guys didn't want to cut that whole part out. I'm like, that ruined a fucking great documentary.
You're sexist for saying that.
Apparently. Apparently, man. I just didn't think it belonged in there. I was like, there's
It just doesn't fit.
It doesn't fit. Like, because all of it was like where they came up with the idea aliens, and like they just go really in detail of like where it started and how it got to where it is.
Yeah.
And how Ridley Scott somehow got into it, because it was like a writer that wrote this. But it was because his family owned one of those weird farms where aliens visit, you know? Like
yeah,
back in the-
Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah.
Bruh.
It was just when a bunch of people said they had those types of ranches, and
Fort Collins, yo.
Oh, yeah,
know.
Fort Collins has a few of those.
yeah. But yeah, it was all good until then. I'm like, you ruined a fucking good documentary, lady.
Who's the artist who, like, made all the alien sculptures?
Oh, I forgot his name.
I don't know.
That
his name.
German dude who just,
Yeah.
like, has penises everywhere in his house?
That's probably what she was trying to get at.
Yeah. She just,
Maybe.
like, made a poorly worded point.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know. But it was just the way she came off. You're just kind of like, you're fucking whack, lady.
But also, it was designed by this, like, crazy sex maniac guy.
Yeah.
But he's pretty cool, too. I've seen a documentary about him.
Yeah, I don't know much of where to go, but yeah, I was like, fuck that.
All right. Other great movies. Let's see here.
Yeah, Spider-Man,
I did put.
Shazam. Detective Pikachu does need to be higher.
I couldn't like this isn't in chronological order. This is just me like throwing shit on.
I think Detective
All right, let's
Pikachu
just
needs to
go
be
through
higher.
the list. Just start at the top.
All right, what you guys think of Us?
That was good.
Us.
Was that a horror movie? I think
I didn't
Get
like
Out
it
was
as
better.
much. Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't like it as much as Get Out.
Yeah, I think Get Out was way better. I think Get Out just was like a. I don't know. I think it's like we didn't expect much out of. Was it Jordan Peele, right?
Right.
I didn't know what to expect, and it was like, bam, fucking great movie. And then this one came out, and I was like, you fucking made a great movie. And then he made like a good movie, and you're kind of like, fuck, that one was fantastic. You kind of just did
Yeah.
good here.
And I think that he kind of like attacked an issue head on in Get Out, whereas this one was more ambiguous.
Yeah.
As to like what it was actually like
Yeah, what
fucking
he was-
talking about.
yeah, it was incredibly ambiguous.
Yeah.
Is this about like
Get Out was like smacking you in the face with like, this is what's happening. And
Every
it was
day.
shocking.
Yeah.
And you were like, fuck, you're right. And then there was like all this crazy shit going down that was like clearly explained what's happening. And then Us is just like, what the fuck, dude?
Because there's that weird science. What would you call that lab area? I'm trying to think of the
the underground like
underground.
It was like a apartment complex for dumb people.
Yeah, I don't know. See, I didn't know what, like how to
it's the
explain it.
tether and
Yeah, I don't really care.
Yeah,
I mean, it was fun watching
we
them
all
get
get
chased
red
around by
jumpsuits and
doubles.
scissors.
Yeah, but like once they explained like what it actually was, you're just like, okay.
yeah.
Like it was fun when it was copies chasing each other around, and then you're like, oh, okay, it's just like a weird thing that happened to these people.
weird 80s science
like,
experiment.
Okay, that's cool, I guess. It wasn't as fun as like people getting their brains chopped out.
Dude, that like where I still like the scene where he got the stuffing out of the chair.
Yeah, cotton
Fucking
picking.
yeah.
Cotton picking. It was all a metaphor, dude.
All right. Joker. How'd you guys feel
I thought
about
it was
Joker?
great.
Gorgeous, mind-bending craziness. I loved it. I love the talk show scene.
Oh, Robert
So
De Niro.
wild.
And then he died and went to the Irishman.
Yeah. And then he dies in the Irishman. Oh, wait. No, he doesn't. Spoilers. He doesn't die, actually.
It's on Netflix. You should have watched it.
You've had this long. I know it's 3.5 hours long, but it's on Netflix. You could pause it and
Fucking
go cook some microwave dinners.
All right. Alita Battle Angel.
No, that was great. Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, but I want to.
That was a surprise hit to me because I remember going in, going, okay, whatever. And
It
saw
looked
and I was like, fuck.
weird, but it also looked good.
It's weird.
I'd have to say like that was like Robert Rodriguez's like best film he's made in a really
Yeah.
long time.
The robot lady's like strangely attractive. She looks like what does she look like? She looks like that succubus thing from VHS.
Oh yeah.
Just huge eyes.
Yeah, that's the anime thing they were doing. And it was like, but if they didn't do that, I think people would have been mad.
They would have said whitewashed.
Yeah.
Son of
Yeah.
a bitch.
They already tried saying it was whitewashed. They're like, look, they made her eyes
Yeah,
bigger.
it wasn't really. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope they make another one, but apparently, like, even though that made a fuck ton of money because Disney bought out Fox, there's no clear cut if they will get one.
James Cameron has a lot of pull with all that shit. He can
Yeah, but James
it
Cameron's
just
busy
depends
with
on
Avatar.
Yeah, it's if he wants to do
Yeah.
it, basically.
yeah.
And it's like James Cameron should want to after it did so well and it was his passion project. He said he's been wanting to make this movie forever.
I'm sure, a decade from now we'll get Alita Battle Angel Part 2.
Yeah.
What does James Cameron even look like, dude?
Dude, he looks stupid. He's a dorky looking dude.
He kind of looks like you, except blonde.
Aw, damn it. After he says he looks stupid. Joe.
That's Joe insulting you.
You know it's true.
God damn it. Why has no one told me?
I'll show you James Cameron.
Somebody should tell those people they look stupid.
Dude, yeah, he just doesn't look very... He just looks like you'll look and be like, that's what a weirdo would look like.
That's exactly what a person named James Cameron would look like.
Oh,
There you go.
God. Oh, he's fine. He's just a white dude. He looks like if you were going to cast a racist neighbor, that's who I would cast.
James Cameron. All right, moving on.
Just starting shit about James Cameron
Right.
for no reason.
Just for him to show up and be like, canceled your podcast.
His movie was great, though.
And we're also aspiring filmmakers.
Did you know he started in like a shitty alien knockoff movie?
Yeah, you were saying something
Yeah,
about
I
that.
watched it. It's one of those Netflix shows, I think. But they talked about it, and they're just like, yeah, he started off in this shitty, like, pretty much porno movie. But he created like all these great things. Some guy ended up getting a decent deal in like a mediocre movie. They pulled in him. He did it all, and then quit his truck driving job. Like went in with a script, and it was Terminator. And he's like, I want to make it. And Fox was like, okay, here's like $10,000 and go make a movie. And he went and made a movie, and now he's somehow fucking big shit.
Hell yeah, dude. That's tight. Good job, James Cameron.
Right.
You don't look
All
like a
right.
racist at all.
Midsummer.
Woo!
Boo. No, I'm
You already know how I feel about Midsummer. I fucking love that movie.
Rocket Man.
Oh, that's the one I was thinking about Apollo, right?
No,
That's Elton John.
Oh, that's the Elton John one.
You're
I didn't see
thinking of
that
The
one.
Rocketeer.
Oh, okay.
I get them confused
Yeah.
too. 'Cause I was
I don't know.
calling this movie The Rocketeer, and I was like, yeah, The Rocketeer, like the guy with the helmet and jetpack. They're like, no, it's the singing movie.
No, there was like the Apollo movie that came out with about,
First Man.
Oh, is that First Man?
But that was the year before.
Oh, was it?
And it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was a really
I
good
never
movie.
saw it.
Yeah.
It was just one of those movies. I was like,
Maybe
I'm
I'll
not
let you
interested.
borrow it. It's really good.
I wasn't interested.
All
I
right.
saw Tom Hanks save the world. I need that more. He whipped around the moon or something.
Yes, I remember that one.
So we're in agreement that Elton John movie was
I
I
never
didn't
saw it.
see
Watch
it.
it?
No,
I
'cause
just
it was
like
like
the
Bang
actor.
Bang, Bohemian Rhapsody, and then The Rocket Man.
Yeah, and I was
and
interested.
I heard
After Bohemian Rhapsody wasn't really that great. It was just a
right.
what would we call it? A music video? Is that what we called it, Joe?
It is a music video.
It's just a
Yeah.
music video.
But The Rocket Man is supposed to be better because it's kind of like a musical, and there's lots of like, I don't know. It's supposed to be better than
I don't
Bohemian
know.
Rhapsody.
Yeah, I don't know.
But no one saw it because it just came too close together, and we're like, we've seen this one already.
All right. The Irishman.
Fuck yeah!
The hot dog and beer and chili dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to think of what
Exactly.
it was. It's like it's a hot dog that's like drenched in beer.
Yeah, that's in the movie.
Yeah, I know. I was just
I heard
That's
you
funny.
paint houses.
All right. The King. Did you guys watch that one? Timothy
Well,
Chalamet.
I wasn't done talking about The Irishman.
yeah. We're
dude.
talking about hot
Have you
dogs and
seen
beer and
Maybe.
Did you
No.
see it?
Not all of it yet.
Okay.
But thank you for letting me know that.
Oh, Robert De Niro actually doesn't die. I don't know why I said that.
I was like, it looked like he made it pretty far.
I love like okay, so it's like mostly historically accurate, and like they'll like freeze frame on someone, and they're like, bang, name, like where he lives, and shot 6 times in the head in this year. They're like everyone in that movie is fucking dead because they're just all mobsters.
Yeah.
and like like almost every mobster just got shot eating spaghetti somewhere.
That's how
Sounds about
Sopranos
right.
ended.
It was fantastic. I loved that movie. It like the ending was super like it almost just like left you feeling like, oh God, kind of sad. And
Because Robert De Niro was shot 9 times in that.
there's not really a satisfying ending because it is just kind of the story of how mobsters kind of died out in the 70s, 80s,
like 80s.
80s.
It died out.
And like everyone just kind of grows old and is eventually.
We need Mafia back.
Yeah. There's some really good stuff in there. There's some fantastic scenes.
So the
Anywho,
next movie,
whatever.
I don't know.
I guess. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. The King. Did you guys have a chance to
I don't
watch
even know
that?
that
What
is.
is that?
It's about King Henry the something. I forget.
It's not
Is
about
this one
Elvis.
It's on
with
Netflix.
Chris Pratt? Or
No.
not Chris Pratt, Chris Pine? Is it one of the Chris's? I see like
No.
advertisement for some like night movie.
No,
it's got one of those
uh,
Chris people names in it.
no,
There's a lot of them. There's Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pine,
it's got Timothy
bunch of
Chris
white
Evans.
people.
Timothy Chalamet. It's got what's his name from fuck. I just gotta pull it up now.
I like how Joe picks like some weird obscure movies we've never
They're
heard.
not weird, obscure movies.
Oh, I saw
Just
this movie. I saw this movie. Is it a movie or is it a series?
It's a movie.
There's one with
Joel
that's-
Egerton. There
Yeah,
you
I
go.
started watching it and there was some cool like fighting and stuff, and then I just left.
That proves your movie, Joe. It's off the list. Take it off. Delete it.
All right, Marriage Story.
I haven't seen that
What
yet.
the
I've
fuck
seen the
is that?
memes.
I've
There's
seen
a bunch of
yeah.
memes of like, what's his name?
It's got Scarlett Johansson and
This guy. What's this guy's name?
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren. Oh, I see the memes about that.
Yeah.
Is that the one where he's like yelling at her or something?
And
I
then
saw
he just,
one.
like puts his head on the wall.
Yeah,
That's
I saw-
what that's from. But I haven't seen
Oh.
the movie.
Is that it's from? Because I saw it.
It's a pretty like brutal film
It's
about
depressing.
relationships.
Have you seen the one where the guy like dubs in Goofy and Mickey voices?
No.
It's hilarious because he's like, "You're yucking killing me." And
I like
was
that.
like, what
I
the
like-
fuck?
I like that meme of Mickey, and he's like, it's Mickey from South Park, and he's kicking Baby Yoda, saying, "Get out there and make some fucking money."
Dude, pretty much.
But yeah, I highly recommend Marriage Story.
I will watch it when I want to be sad.
All right, El Camino.
El Camino didn't do it for me.
It was. I mean, it was a good wrap up to Breaking Bad to me, but I don't think it was like.
It was too far removed.
Yeah,
I feel like
and I feel like it was a little late to be doing something like that.
I never really cared about Jesse Pinkman to begin with.
I just wanted, like, I think they could have added this into like
What a
2
bitch.
episodes.
He's just like been an asshole the entire time, and now I'm
Yeah.
supposed to care about him because his friend died.
I think it's like they should have just done this as like 2 episodes, like a 2-episode special or something.
I don't know. It was fine. I mean, I didn't finish it, so I can't really talk. But
He got shot 9 times in the head.
spoilers.
Spoilers.
I just saw like he's like I'm like running from somebody. We have to get rid of the car, and I'm like, okay, why do I care? And then he's like by the river with that old man, and they're like, you gotta get out of here. You gotta go to Mexico or something. And he's like, and then I stopped watching.
My name's Bud.
My name is.
All right, we're going to the Shia LaBeouf films that he had this year. He had a very good year. In
I only
film.
saw the
He was
Peanut Butter
in-
Falcon.
Peanut Butter Falcon, Honey Boy.
See, how did you see Honey Boy? Did you drive to Denver?
No, I watched it here in town.
Fuck, for like the longest time I kept looking. It was like Denver, 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 Denver. So I just gave up and thought it was a limited release.
What's up
It
with
is a
him and
limited release.
with
Yeah,
like
they didn't
biscuit
come down.
toppings? Because he's got Peanut Butter Falcon, Honey Boy,
Honey
American
Boy's
Honey.
reference to his. What was
I know,
it? It's
I
a
was making a
reference to
joke.
something. It's his. Maybe he's.
But yeah, overall, like I think he had a really good year. Those films were both fantastic.
His resurgence.
His resurgence has begun. Even though he's like still kind of dirty.
Did he still whack?
He's a good artist though.
Yeah,
You got to separate
It's
the
like
art
Tom Cruise.
from the artist.
It's like you watch a Tom Cruise movie and you're like, oh, that was good.
It's a good movie, but I
kind of
still-
like with what's his face,
Tom Hardy, I don't know.
No, not Tom Hardy.
Tom Brady.
No, not that one.
Gotta collect his poop.
Braveheart man.
Oh.
Mel Gibson.
Mel
Oh,
Gibson.
yeah. I wouldn't want to hang out with Mel
Dude, I'd
Gibson,
never
but I'll
wanna
watch
hang
his
out with
movies.
Dude, he's still got one of the best Christmas movies out there next to Die Hard.
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Passion of the Christ.
No.
Same time,
Oh,
right?
wait. I'm curious. Did you guys see
that's a great movie.
this new Netflix movie coming out where it's a satire on religion?
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
It,
Where it's
it
like
looks fucking hilarious.
some like these South American comedians like wrote like this gay Jesus like.
Yeah, he's gay
movie.
and the devil is his lover. It looks hilarious, and it's supposed to come out any day now.
Yeah, apparently it's like garnered a 2 million like petition thing where like people want it removed from Netflix.
Good.
Dude, and people are like,
Stick
I'm gonna
it-
cancel Netflix, and I saw people going, I'll resubscribe to Netflix
You know,
to
and
watch
like
this.
the thing is like, you know, had those people not said anything about it, like
It would have
would've-
just been getting buried by the fucking
Yeah.
Netflix. Like,
Yeah.
Netflix buries stuff so
Dude,
fast.
so quick.
But since they didn't, it's like, you know, it's one of the
It's the Meryl Streep effect.
yeah.
If you call attention to it, it's going to live longer.
Yeah.
How is she gonna get nominated this year?
Did she get nominated for a movie that wasn't even that good? I did want to bring up Cats lost their Oscar Best Director nomination, apparently.
How'd they had it and then they lost
Apparently
it?
they were going to be
They were on the short
nominated.
list.
They were on yeah. And then it was just taken off after the reviews came in.
After Uncut Gems. Just kidding.
Dude, I want to see that. Adam
I
Sandler
know, it
looks
doesn't
good.
drop till Christmas.
I know.
Gotta wait.
But I still think,
There's a few movies.
What a
that are
Jewish
on
thing
this.
to do.
right? Such an Adam Sandler move. No, he's a Hanukkah. He believes in
He's a Hanukkah man.
Hanukkah.
Yeah, he's Jewish.
Is it
Yeah.
Jewish? I was like, is Hanukkah Jewish? I was like, I don't know.
All right, moving on.
That's why he's an actor.
Year in comic book movies with Avengers Endgame. We had Captain Marvel, Shazam, Spider-Man.
I think Shazam deserves a lot just because that was a really, like, it wasn't a superhero movie to me, really. Like,
Yeah.
it tackled some pretty good subjects in that movie.
I like that director a lot, Pony Smasher. He's fucking awesome. He made Lights Out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I just really enjoyed Shazam, and I don't know how I feel about the second one coming out because it's going to be him fighting The Rock. And I'm just like, oh man, like
I think
really...
The Rock has his own standalone film.
He has his own
before.
standalone before. Yeah. But they announced Shazam 2, I think it's end of 2021 is what it said.
Do you know if the same people are attached?
They haven't said anything besides 2021 because they gave Black Adam 2020 and then Shazam 2021. Because The Rock has to take a break. He has to finish all his movies, and now they finished it. Warner Brothers is like, now you're going to complete these fucking superhero movies now. Because that's the reason they couldn't do it is he was like filming like 3 movies at the same time, and he couldn't commit to being a superhero movie.
Because those take a long time.
Yeah. And they said it's a lot of reshoots on those, so they had to wait for him to get a break.
Yeah.
And it's just like, sometimes it's like as much as, which I still think is weird, The Rock helped produce the first Shazam.
Good for him.
Yeah.
It felt like a writer-director's movie. It felt
It
like
did.
Not a lot of studio interference.
So I'm always wondering, like, did The Rock stop that, you know? Because he's one of those names where, like, I think if he attached himself to any movie, everyone's like, he knows what he's doing, and they'll back away. And it's like, he might not do anything. He just might come in and go, I loved your guys' movies. Go do what you want.
Yeah,
Like-
and if you want to check out some like cool BTS, Pony Smasher on YouTube, he basically talks through the entire process of making that movie, which is pretty fun.
Really? That's interesting.
Cool.
Yeah. I just
Fun
think,
facts.
yeah. I just
Check it
really
out.
enjoyed Shazam. I think it just deserved a lot of attention.
All right. Sexiest movie of the year.
Oh
Hustlers?
God,
Hustlers.
Never saw it.
I wanted to see it. I saw the cinematography breakdown on Indie. What is it?
Indiegogo? No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's not Indiegogo. What is it? Indie Mogul.
IndieWire.
Indie Mogul.
Indie Mogul. There you go.
And it looks really good, and everyone's super hot in it. So I don't know why I haven't seen it, but
I don't know. I didn't see it, though.
it looks good, and it got good reviews.
I was like, my girlfriend really liked it. So
yeah,
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a movie about strippers, and you guys haven't gone and seen it.
yeah, we're pretty
Dude,
gay.
I don't even go to a strip club. I pay Joe that type of money. Joe dance.
All right, let's see here. So yeah,
He's out.
you know, let's see. I think we've covered most of them. I just kind of passed over ones I know that you guys have absolutely zero interest in.
Where's my phone?
Which one is that?
Like The Farewell, Booksmart.
I'm gonna find.
Oh,
my
is
phone
Booksmart
really
that
quick to
comedy?
See if I can Google
Yeah.
something.
Dude, that comedy was fucking hilarious. The two girls and
Dolomite Is My Name with
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. What was that? I saw that on a like highly recommended list.
Dude, he was Petey Wheatstraw.
Yeah.
Can they even hear me?
He said
Yeah,
Petey Whitestraw.
probably. I don't know. You're just ambient back noise right now.
I don't know. Let's see what's Alex got. Do you
you
even
know-
have a list?
So like overall with all those films, like what's your favorite film this year, Casey?
I really just think Joker stuck
Joker.
out. It's hard just because there's all those superhero movies. There's a lot of those, but I feel like some of them shouldn't get it because they've had like 10 years of build up to that.
Endgame.
And like Endgame. I just feel like the Joker kind of came out of nowhere. Like I didn't know what to expect of it. You kind of knew nothing about it, and it really wasn't a superhero type villain or anything movie.
It was so good.
Yeah, I think that one goes to it. I mean, I'm interested in a lot of movies coming out next year. Like I was interested in Honey Boy. I tried to see it, but
Brightburn sucked ass. Sorry.
Brightburn. What was Brightburn?
We'll get to the worst films of
Oh
the
yeah,
year.
yeah. I just wanted to mention some honorable mentions for the worst film. Brightburn.
Was that Netflix movie?
It's that like Superman like.
Oh, there was that one. I know that one.
Yeah.
Child's Play came out this year.
I thought Child's Play was okay.
It was good. Hole in the Ground. I can't recommend Hole in the Ground more. Like,
you
it
know
is
what?
so good.
I still think one that deserves like an honorable mention was Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Eh.
I think it was good. It was
for kids.
PG-13
for
and it
kids.
was, yeah. I enjoyed
What
it.
is you with kids movies, dog? You a weirdo? Or
It was
something?
PG-13. It was like kids movie.
Prodigy came out this year. Wild movie.
Oh, that one
Crazy.
was crazy. It's like, is that the one where he had the...
The dead don't die. That's her.
Spoilers. Spoilers. Should we
it
go
might be spoilers.
All right.
Is that the one where he's like got the killer mind in him and everything?
Yes.
It's the...
Shh.
Yeah.
Watch The Prodigy.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild.
No, I just want to make sure that was the right movie because there's a lot of movies with kid killers and I get them mixed up because I'm just like, why is there? Because what was it? The Orphan came out where the girl is like really 50, but she looks like she's 10. And
Dude,
she
that happened in
murders.
real life.
Yeah,
Like
that's what
a
it's
month
based
ago.
off of. Yeah.
No,
Like,
it happened
oh.
again.
Again?
There was a sociopathic little person who was adopted by a family, and then she started like talking about murdering the entire family. The family freaked out and like got her tested by a doctor. Turns out her bone density matched with someone more likely to be 20 to 30 years old. And then they like bought her an apartment, left the country because they were feared for their lives. They thought this chick was gonna murder them. And then the court came down on them for abandoning a child. But now it's all going to court because they think she's actually a 30-year-old lady who was posing as a 6-year-old and threatening to murder her family, adopted family. Anyways.
Bum, bum, bum. What a twist.
We should like get the rights to that. And,
They already made the movie. It's
Adopted
called
into-
Orphan.
Yeah, it's already done.
It's already done.
It was made before it happened, though.
Yeah, I was like, it was made before. I think
Yeah.
Detective Pikachu was up there too. I think that was a surprise hit for a video game movie that did really well. Trying to think. I think like my movie almost of the year, like decade, has got to be up there for like the Deadpool. I think
All
it just
right.
because it took so long to be made.
Deadpool was fun.
all right. So
Crawl? Remember Crawl?
I remember Crawl.
Alligator, tum tum tum.
That was a fun movie.
That was silly. All right. All right.
It was
so,
very silly.
It was.
All right. So here are my top picks for films of the decade.
Oh, shit.
All right, guys.
Honey Boy 2, Honey Boy 3, Smash Bros.
American Honey.
And some of these
Biscuit Eater.
some of these are like kind of like grouped as like the the director's like, compilation, because like every film that they made this past decade
Before we
was just a
start.
fucking hit.
Before we start, Alex, do you want to take a guess what's on there? Have you seen his phone?
No, I haven't seen it
I
yet.
haven't seen it either. What movie do you think Joe has on there?
I don't know. Star Wars 2, Star Wars 3, Star Wars 6.
I was thinking the same thing. There's at least 2 Star Wars in there. I'll put hands down 2.
What else has he dragged me to?
2 Star Wars.
I'm just kidding.
There's 2 of those. I think Snowpiercer.
No, that's your favorite.
No, it's Joe's. I didn't like that movie too much.
How do you not like
See Joe
Snowpiercer?
still.
Oh, that's right. He's the one that
He's the one
likes
that really likes
Snowpiercer.
Snowpiercer.
You've seen Snowpiercer, right?
I saw parts of it. I wasn't into it.
See?
But it was a long time ago when it came out.
I don't know.
So maybe I'd be into it now. That I am more.
But come on, okay, let's
I
hear
have
Joe's
a more
list.
sophisticated
All right.
palate now.
See, how close were we?
All right. I'd say my top movie of the 2010s is going to be The Social Network.
Ah,
What?
damn. I knew it too. Fucking Joe loved that movie.
Well, I like Fincher,
Damn it.
so director approved.
Dang it. I should
I
have
don't think
thought
it's
about
his
that.
best work though.
Yeah. I just remember that came out in theaters and Joe really liked it. I think he saw it twice in theaters when we were both working there.
It's good.
Yeah.
So
Was it American Hustlers?
It's no American Hustler.
but yeah,
It's no stripper movie.
I'm gonna say like it's a film that really, really kind of essentially like captured our fucking generation.
Well, that, and I like how
Like
Jesse-
where we are as a society and all of that shit.
well, I just like how he's a villain, but you don't see it right away.
Yeah, you're
Like,
rooting for
you're-
him at first.
Yeah, and then you start like when it starts going further on, you're like, oh, he's really like a dick. He's like the bad guy of this whole story.
And then
And
it gets kind of scary.
yeah, and I
You're
think
like,
that was
oh,
a
shit.
good like twist to that movie. Is that like you're kind of like, oh, like this nerdy guy made this. Like you kind of go with him for a little bit, and then like as it progresses, and you start realizing that like he's like a dick.
Yeah, it was a good movie. It's just not my favorite kind of movie.
Yeah, those movies I like see once in a while that are like that.
Right. It's like a historical drama.
Yeah, those I watch them once in a while.
Joe's into historical dramas.
Dude, he watches that fucking alien show
1970.
all the time.
Comes out Christmas Day.
Oh yeah, yeah. I want to see Blackwater historical drama.
Oh, you know what? There's another movie that I think needs to be up there. That the Black Klansman. I just thought about that.
Oh yeah,
That was great.
But that came out last year.
That
Did
was
it?
last year.
Oh, all these movies I like.
The focus was fucking soft, dog.
Man, it's like all these movies that really like resonated with me. Come on, like a long time ago.
All right, so
What's next?
outside of that, here are like my favorite films from the decade:
All right,
Mad Max: Fury Road,
That was good.
approved.
Ex Machina,
I'll let it go. Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
It was different.
What else did that guy make? He made a bunch of other
he
shit.
made a bunch of weird-
Annihilation.
yeah.
I made Annihilation.
I really did.
I loved Annihilation. I
wasn't
watched
a
that
fan of
movie
that.
4 times.
I was not a fan of that one.
Why?
I don't know.
Was it the big foam alligator?
Yeah,
Was it the
that?
bear?
No.
Oh,
The bear was really cool. I'll give it credit to that. No,
And
there's
then,
just like
the guts are just like.
there's just certain things where it's like they left a lot up in the air. Like, was she the real version? Was she
Yeah.
not?
It's a trilogy.
It was a wishy-washy.
It's a trilogy
ending.
books, but McKenna, I bought the books for her because she liked the movie,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not even close the same. So I'm like, okay, well, you just borrowed the name, is what I'm guessing.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
I just
Hollywood
think-
for you.
Yeah, but
It's corporate
and two,
things.
I'm pretty good at noticing certain things. I don't know if you do, because like, have you ever watched a movie and you're like, oh, I see, like you see the little breadcrumbs they leave around in
No, I
movies to
don't-
help solve.
I don't notice anything.
Like when she's talking to when she's what's that guy? I can think of him in Doctor Strange.
Oh,
The Benedict Wong. There we go. Sorry.
Oh,
Because
I thought you meant
not Cumberbatch.
Eggs Benedict.
No. When they're like going over like there's like one point I remember I saw a little tattoo and I was like, oh, when she get the tattoo, and it flashes to a character that had it and she's talking about that character, and then when she talks about something else, it was gone, and I was like, oh, I was like, are you an alien? I was like, I'm putting money you're an alien. I was like, weird shit happens to you every time we cut back to her being interviewed.
No, I didn't notice dumb shit like that. I was just like, I liked the visuals. Everything looked really cool. I liked the music.
The tree people.
I liked the tree people. I liked the bear. You know, I'm into bears.
Bears.
If your movie has a bear in it, dude, get it over
So you
here.
must love Super Troopers.
Super Troopers 1 and 2.
See fucking a bear?
Just gotta get on that Flovish Gosha or whatever.
Flovis Gauche. Hell yeah. To all my people out there who've seen Super Troopers 2. I donated to that fucking campaign.
I did too. I did the one where I think I got like the DVD or something. I forgot.
I didn't even get a DVD. I think I got a sticker and then I lost it.
Sad day.
All right, moving on. Did I say Wolf of Wall Street?
No.
That's up there.
Scorsese.
That was good. Did that one movie come out at the same time? The Revenant? Was it this? No, that was like a year later.
That was much.
Yeah,
Fuck that
that
movie.
also came out.
Fuck that
during
movie.
time.
You don't like The Revenant, dog?
What the fuck's wrong with you?
It's okay.
Best cinematography. It was long.
It's just hard because it's like,
You want to use
That's-
natural light for everything?
yeah,
Yeah, dude.
was just
that
one of
would've
those
been a
where-
nightmare. Actually,
was-
it looked good.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was good, but then I just sat there and I was like, and then when Leo won the Oscar, I was like, okay, there's a lot better movies you should have won the Oscar for, not that one.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I don't like it as much because it's like
It's also-
Django was really good.
Yes.
Wolf of Wall Street. It's like Leo was on like some killer movie. So when I saw this one, it was like boom, boom, boom.
I think this was like more of a artsy fartsy though.
Yeah, I still
And
really
that's
enjoyed
really-
it, but
Like, all the award people, they're like, oh my god, this has so much artsy fartsiness to it. I just want to put my nose straight up Leo's ass right
Yeah.
now.
Surprisingly, it smells like seawater.
when you stick it in there,
Because
Jason
like,
Momoa's
you know,
in there.
you know what I mean? Because like artsy fartsy people like look down on Tarantino sometimes, especially Django, because it was like there was a lot of like crude, awesome shit in there.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. I
Has
think
he ever
I
won
think
an
you know
Oscar?
what I mean.
Tarantino?
Yeah.
He has 2.
He has two? Okay.
Yeah, he's got a couple.
I thought so. I just couldn't remember. I was like, does he? I was like, because he's always snubbed sometimes, I feel like.
Or maybe 3. I don't remember.
I don't know.
He does
He's probably
have
gonna
some,
get
though.
another one for Once Upon a Time.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Oh, Once Upon a Time.
All right. Black Swan.
Oh yeah, this might be controversial because people either love that movie or hate that movie.
I still don't know how to feel about the movie. I saw it with Joe. I kind of just left going, I didn't hate it,
I didn't hate it.
but I didn't love it.
It's so
It was good.
it's like a very stylistic
Yeah.
movie, and it's
And they
Darren
had,
Aronofsky,
What's her name? They had that 70s show girl in there, right?
Penelope.
What's her face?
No, I'm talking about she's married to Ashton Kutcher.
yeah.
It's like, is it Mia?
She plays
Mia
Meg.
Kunis.
Yeah, that's
Mia
right. So I was
Kunis.
right. Mia. It just didn't sound right to me.
Mia, and what's the other? What's her
Natalie
butt?
Portman.
Natalie
Natalie Portman.
Portman. Penelope Portman.
Yeah.
And
I think her character's called Penelope, like the
yeah, something.
Pirates of the Caribbean
Yeah, something. No, but that's a different chick.
Yeah, that's
movies. Oh, is that not Natalie Portman that's in there?
No, that's what's her name?
Some other hot chick.
Keira Knightley.
Oh, it's
Keira Knightley. What's up,
should've-
Keira? I'm single.
No, that one had Brie Larson. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking blow my brains out right now. I like the shooting style of it, and I like Darren Aronofsky. I like his stuff. It's all like handheld, like really tight following shots, and you're just like in it.
Yeah.
You feel like you're there. You feel like you're kind of like, what the fuck's going on? I'm losing my mind with this character, which is kind of fun. That's usually where it goes. It's some sort of metaphor that I don't understand, but I like the ride.
That's what she said.
And it's pretty.
And it's kind of fucked up.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Somebody gets stabbed by themselves.
Somebody turns into a swan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just fucked off. They're like, oh.
And in the end, you know,
What does it all mean?
doesn't mean anything. Darren Aronofsky just wants to feel smart.
Well, I also put down like The Master. don't know if you've watched
The
that.
Master.
That's,
Of the Universe?
Was that Terrence Malick, I believe?
No Masters of the Universe?
No, it's the one about
By the
Scientology.
Power of Grace.
It's got
oh shit! I remember you telling me about this
It's
one.
got what's his face?
Tom Cruise.
No. Jesus Christ, why am I always blinking on these people's names?
There's just too many people and too many movies to keep it all straight, Joe.
It's got Philip Seymour Hoffman and Joaquin Phoenix. There's
Oh,
this crazy,
wow.
Joaquin.
There's this crazy scene in there where like Joaquin Phoenix, it's just a holding shot of him where he's like they're going
putting on
they're
a smile.
doing their like weird Scientology like thing where he's telling him like he can't blink and he doesn't fucking blink on this like crazy like 10-minute shot. It's fucking insane.
Damn, I
That's when he
respect.
did a bunch of cocaine right there.
I respect long takes like that.
That's why I
Okay,
really
yeah,
want to
never
see
mind,
that
that's
war movie. What's that war
Paul
movie?
Thomas
coming out?
Anderson. There you go.
Paul Thomas Anderson.
What's that war movie that's about to come
I'd say
I've seen the trailer.
The one take one?
Yes, you know what I'm talking about. The where he's running.
1917.
Yeah, is that out?
No,
No, that's coming out soon, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure because like that's a movie I really wanted to see, and I like that one take because I showed how they
Keep
did
your
it.
pants on, dude.
Did it?
It's gonna be okay.
No. Got masturbate in the
Good thing he's
movie.
wearing his loose pants.
No, that movie does look insane.
Yeah.
I watched the BTS trailer.
That's what I was-
They dropped or whatever.
I just like how he's driving a golf cart. It's like shaking.
It's like, oh, it looks like such a pain in the ass to
He
shoot.
does. That's what sold me. I was like, that movie looks good. And then when I saw that, I was like, I just want to see it just for this shot now.
That's what I was thinking when you said The Revenant. Like, oh god, they set up these huge, like 30 by 20 bounce boards that just like if a little bit of wind comes, you're fucking,
you're fucked.
You're gone.
Yeah.
It's a sail basically.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh god, that would be such a pain in the ass to be on that set.
But it turned out good. I think he only didn't behind the scenes. It only took him 2 times to do it. It wasn't much.
For what?
For the movie?
Yeah.
Because they had practiced
Yeah.
100 times.
Yeah.
They practiced a bunch, but I just remember like one take and then they did a second and they got it.
Yeah.
Which I think is impressive.
And there's
in my
a bunch
opinion.
of,
There's
like-
a lot that can go wrong.
There's hidden cuts.
Yeah.
Lots of hidden cuts.
But I still think it's impressive no matter what. Like if you
Yeah.
do any hit-ins, anything, it's just because it's like I feel like when you film outside, you guys will know better. Is
Yeah.
anything and everything will go wrong as soon as you step outside. Like, oh, it needs to be sunny. You go outside, it's raining and snowing, and you're like, it's fucking August.
Mary-Kate and Ashley's sister did a one-take movie. It's a horror movie. What's her name? Something Olsen.
Mary Kate and Olsen. I don't know which one's which.
What's her little sister's name?
Scarlet Witch.
Yes,
What?
Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah,
Elizabeth Olsen.
It's Elizabeth Olsen.
She was in a one-take movie that I thought was okay. I was gonna find it.
Was it a sage being a sage? Did you see they released photos
What?
of Bill and Ted 3 Face the Music?
Oh yeah, I saw
Looks
those
pretty
photos.
good. I like how they brought death back. I don't know. I think the movie's always been like dumb humor, and I'm just curious how that'll
Silent
do.
House.
Ooh, Silent House.
Oh, when you bring that up, what was that movie called? Hush, right? The one where the girl's deaf.
Yeah,
That was a good horror movie.
it was fun.
I think that one deserves to be.
That's
up
like
on
a Netflix A,
yeah. It wasn't.
which is not a real world A.
Yeah. I don't know. I just enjoyed it.
It's like a real world like.
It's like I'm an 8 when I brush my teeth, but if I don't, I'm
See,
not.
I feel like I always have like a bias. Like, I love when like movies do sign language because I know it. So it's like when they start doing something, I'm like, all these skills of knowing it for years, and I really enjoy it. Like, there's a surprise
Quiet
movie.
Place.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that too.
I did not enjoy that.
They're making a
movie.
second one, and the trailer
I
just
know.
dropped.
Fuck them.
Dude, that movie looks great.
That wasn't a good movie.
I loved it.
Why? What was good about it?
Just the suspense of this. Like, the kid died.
There
within
was
the-
no suspense. There was monsters in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And you're
It
like,
was good.
okay, I seen it. It's a big CGI clown.
You just don't like. That's it too.
Exactly.
For someone that watches really bad Puppet Master type horror movies,
Yeah.
you
Because
don't
they're
like
good.
or not.
All right.
You can't even tell me why it's good.
I can't. It was the whole like world they built around like they had to walk on sand. They couldn't be too loud or they'd hear them. They had like I don't know why they fucked though is the only question I got. They're about to have that baby.
Right.
But then it showed them prepping for the baby and everything.
None of it like lined up.
I think it was good. And
Maybe
it was,
I need to give it another chance, but
especially since it was directed by
Jim Halpert.
yeah. It's like what's his name? Krasinski.
Yeah.
And then has his wife in it.
28 Days Later came out this decade.
That was a good. No, I like 28 Weeks a little bit better. 28 was good, but I like 28 Weeks just because
I'm just looking at horror movies from the last decade. That's my list right here.
28 Weeks was always good with the violence.
Sinister.
Nah.
It's another Netflix, eh?
But I
Are you
think.
sure those movies came out?
Yeah.
Well, I know it
I
follows.
said I googled horror movies in the past decade.
You gotta be more specific.
You got to be more specific.
Oh, okay.
I was
Well, the
pretty sure-
Babadook.
You actually have to put like 2010s or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the Babadook definitely came out in the 2010s.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
So
It Follows.
It
was
follows
good.
was good.
the sex monster.
The Sex Monster. That's a better title.
Better title. The sex monster.
They
STDs.
might have gotten a little better following, honestly.
It always wants to fuck.
And it just shows the old man just like that they show just like creeping up. And that's how it ends.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I think you're right. Some of these are wrong.
yeah, you gotta be.
So I thought I'd go over.
But
You got one more?
all right. So then I was gonna say like I think directors who had a really good decade.
I think it was only Jordan Peele, really.
Christopher Nolan,
Ooh, he did have a good one.
Inception, Interstellar, Dunkirk, and then he also concluded the Dark Knight trilogy this past decade.
That's true.
Wes Anderson. I don't know if you guys are like into a lot of his films, but yeah.
He's a hit or miss. Like I like the Fox movie made. What
He
was
had
it?
Fantastic Mr. Fox,
Yes.
but that came out in 2000.
No, I know, but I say it's like a hit and miss movie. He's like
But he had Moonrise Kingdom,
that was
The
okay.
Grand Budapest Hotel, and Isle of Dogs.
Isle of Dogs was good.
I think he also had a very good. And then of course Quentin Tarantino just knocking it out with like.
Has
everything
he ever
fucking
really
did.
made a bad movie? In my opinion,
Jackie Brown.
Oh, that's not even that
it's
bad.
not.
It's
that
not bad, but it's like his worst one.
Yeah, that's okay. That's a good opinion.
Right?
I can't think.
Is that
of
his
anything
worst
else.
film?
I think Hateful Eight is a little weird out there for him, but
I don't know. I liked Hateful Eight.
It was like a
long.
play.
It's like 3 hours long, man.
But he said it was going to be like a
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it was good.
anyone who was pissed off that it was like a play.
I just don't think I was like after 3 hours. When a movie hits 3 hours, I don't know. Sometimes I just go, like we're hitting that long. Like even the last Batman, I think that got close to 3 hours. I'm like you could have cut
Yeah.
some of this stuff down, man. Like
The Irishman felt super long.
yeah, I just don't like when movies like you can tell time is passing.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's time for them to like bring back the intermission. I think
Yes,
that's, like,
bring
a
back the
very-
intermission, please.
Yeah, if you're gonna start making 3 hours, I thought Avengers was gonna do that for how long it was. They had rumors they would.
How much money would a theater lose if they brought back the intermission?
They'd make a fuck
Do
ton.
a 10-minute little break.
Yeah.
The problem is not movie theaters would lose money. It's the movies that lose money, like the studios.
Well, I even
Why?
think,
'Cause that's
I'm
less
just
showtimes.
I'm just in there thinking like, you're making like a 3-hour plus film. What's another extra 10 minutes of intermission in there?
This is true.
Yeah.
That's true. I
Yeah.
didn't think about that. If we're gonna already do 3 hours,
3 hours and 10 minutes.
and it's like some of these movies that are that long, they could have done like maybe a good one season too. I've watched where I'm like, oh, you could have done a season. On
Yeah,
Netflix
I think they
or
would.
something.
I think less people would see it though.
this is true.
I think when people see 6 hours, I'll just watch.
I don't know. Like they play those operas at theaters now too. and-
Fucking hated those things, man.
Those like live
fucking never
Yeah.
stopped.
live casts or
Those
whatever.
people are like in there for 8 hours.
Yes.
It's just like
Dude, they all bitched at me.
and it just smells like farts when you go in there at the end of
it's
the
like
day.
farts and Ben Gay. These are all,
You can see all the Viagra pills
Joint
on the ground.
cream.
Oh, whoa.
you have like
Horny old people.
Well, dude, they just get mad. Like I remember when sometimes it gets like there's always like I think it's like 3-minute late start, right? Just in case if anything happens during the live version, there's 3 minutes for something like them to fix it before it happens.
Yeah,
to
Right.
they have
us.
the delay or whatever.
Yeah, and I hate when people are like, it's already starting live, blah, 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 and they're yelling at me. I'm like, there's a delay. I cannot physically do anything about it.
It starts when it starts, all right?
Yeah.
There's a fucking counter on the screen.
Yeah, I'm like, there's this little count, and when it goes, it goes. And then they always come out and talk to me every time. And I'm like, man. And then I'd pretend I'd go fix it. I'm like, I'm going to go fix it. Okay. And I'd go upstairs and I'd just sit up there, not doing shit. Because that's all they wanted. They don't understand
Yeah.
how technology works.
They're like,
they just,
all right, I'm gonna go work on it. It'll be done.
else, I just told them, like, I'd look at the counter and I would, like, radio someone downstairs. I'd be like, Tom, it's going to be a minute. I have to do a lot of stuff. And they'd be like, oh, he has to do a lot of stuff. It'll be a minute. And they'll go in and the counter's at a minute. And I'm like, you're stupid. But I think I want to go over some games. I don't know that I just did 7. I didn't know how long.
Sorry, I was just like throwing like shit out there, but
I think my number 1 was Last of Us.
Oh,
Really
wait.
good game.
That
Game
was
of this like
Game of
such a
the
good
decade.
movie.
decade. Yeah, definitely. I cried. Dude, it's pretty much a movie. I don't. That's like the second thing that's ever made me cry. And one was like a movie, and that was Grave of the Fireflies.
that's
Are
a
you
good
dead?
movie.
That was a
inside?
really good.
Anything Miyazaki made.
Yeah,
that's
really good.
also-
He's like,
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
if
who
you've ever
this
watched it.
is.
They're all on
They're-
digital now.
Yeah, they're really
So you
good.
can
You should
rent
watch
'em.
them. Watch Grave of the Fireflies. I think you'll like it.
I'm never gonna remember that.
And is Howl's Moving Castle? Is that
Howl's
what it is?
Moving Castle is
That's what it
great.
is. That was great.
Spirited Away.
That was another good one. Those movies are
I've
good.
seen Spirited Away.
He makes
Spirited
tons of
Away.
movies like that, and they're really good.
Ponyo. That got me a little teary.
What is it? My neighbor
Totoro.
Yeah.
Kiki's Delivery Service. I don't know. I'm just naming weird animated movies.
What
like
was that? The one where it's like I forget what it's called, like Whispers or something.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Shit, what the
That one
fuck's
was
it
good.
called?
I got them all too on a giant collection for Blu-ray.
They're great.
They're really great.
They're lovely.
They're making a theme park after all of them too now.
Yeah, no,
It looks great.
I definitely want to go visit that.
I think it's just called the movie one because now they're putting Godzilla in there. I think it's like the greatest Japanese movies is what they're calling it now instead of just his park. Because now they put Attack on Titan
We're
sculptures
just
and
making
stuff.
anime Parkland.
Pretty much, except for just got random Godzilla.
It's gonna have we're gonna have a Dragon Ball Z section over here. There's a mech section over here with all the robots.
I already saw that section once. It's cool,
There's a Grudge area.
right? Just a bunch of little kids like crawling around.
We have like weird like little Japanese girls with long black hair. They're gonna
Climbing out of holes.
climbing out of holes. They're gonna follow you around, and
Say weird stuff that you don't understand.
but it's a surprise.
I think my second one was Witcher 3. I think that deserves to be up there. That's
Ooh,
number
Witcher
2.
3.
I thought that was
Okay, yeah.
great. I put Arkham City. I thought that one was great. That was a good Batman
That's
game.
good.
I think it's hard when the first one was good. This one built a lot on that first one and made it good. And then that third one was just really not good with the Batmobile. I really wasn't a fan of it.
Yeah, there was too much going on.
Yeah, it was just, I don't know. It's hard when Arkham City did it just right. Like it wasn't too, this is too long. Oh, I have to collect all these trophies to get the perfect ending. Like I just was annoyed by that.
Yeah.
I
Skyrim.
think Skyrim, no. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I still think it's like there's better games like Last of Us. There's ones with like a gripping story.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've played Skyrim probably about 5 or 6 times through.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those
Jesus
games that
Christ.
you can just keep playing.
And it's a different experience every time, and I don't know. It's fun.
I didn't know which version to put, so I just decided to do it Red Dead Redemption. I liked 1 and 2, but I like 1 a little more. Because I like John Marston's character and his
It's a little
like
more contained too. Like
Yeah.
you don't feel like, this is gonna take my entire life if I want to like complete everything.
yes. Because I completed that game and loved it. Went and did all the extra challenges. The second one was good. I really still liked it, but I remember it's like, do I do these challenges? It's like, man, I still haven't beaten the game. It's
just
like, I really just want to
"Man,
beat it. Yeah.
Fuck that farmer. I don't care.
That's how I was.
Remember Mass Effect and Portal?
Well, Mass Effect 2's on my list.
I'm just saying, like, remember those?
Yeah.
'Cause, like,
Member.
like, I haven't, like, played those games since they came out, and it just seems so long ago.
Yeah.
They seemed to like they were huge when they came out.
Yeah. I liked Mass Effect 2.
Now they just seem like a little bit of a memory. Like,
Yeah. I think Mass Effect 2 was great. I have that. And then I put I put Resident Evil 7 and the 2 remake. I liked both of those.
They're okay.
I'm just a big Resident Evil fan. I think they're great.
You're a big weeb.
You're a weeb. Says the
Yep.
one that's going to play a great game on a Switch, Alien Isolation.
I feel so terrible for playing Alien Isolation on the Switch, but it was like, there's like, okay, here's my problem. Like, the Switch shop is a fucking mess. Like,
Yes.
buying games on the
Yes,
Switch
it
shop
is.
is terrible.
You have to agree, Joe. That's a shit shop compared to everything else.
Because it's like shitty phone apps mixed with like AAA
Yes.
hitters.
I always have to go to the best sellers, and even then, that's a miss.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know what to pick because it's all this, like, it's like these shitty phone apps mixed with these like amazing games, and I don't know what to pick. But also, I feel bad because I should be playing on PC where I can push the frame rates, where I can use ray tracing, where I can like get the full experience. But I'm going on a road trip. I just want something to play.
I don't blame you for going on the road trip. I've done that. That's what I did for when I was about to go to when I was supposed to go to California. I was like, I would like to buy The Witcher 3. That'd be a fun game. Kill the flight. I've really thought
Yeah.
about it. And then when my flight was canceled, I was like, not gonna get it. I love the Witcher series. I think that was a great. And then my last one, what did I say? Oh, I really liked Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I really like that fighting game.
it's a fun one.
Yeah, it was fun.
I have to say, what about Breath of the Wild?
I was a big fan of it. You can have my copy, Alex, if
I already
you want
bought
to try
one.
it.
I already bought one. It's fun.
I don't know.
Super Mario Galaxy 2. I don't know.
Okay, can I say one thing that I didn't like about the Galaxy games? Was remember how you'd go on the planets and it would be like, and it'd like flip around and stuff, do the weird 3D move.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why it gave me sickness. I'd get really sick playing the game.
sickness?
I don't know if it was motion or vertigo. I have no idea what it was, man. I'd get super sick playing that game.
Diablo 3.
Diablo 3 came out in the past decade.
I like 2 more. 3 was good.
3 was good.
I think
2 is
2 is
better.
better.
I think 4 is going to be a hitter.
I hope so.
I really hope they go back to their roots
'Cause
and just make it dark as
what
hell.
I need to buy, I got it at Best Buy. The guy made fun of me. I was at Best Buy picking up a Christmas gift, and they had the Diablo 2 collection on there, only on the disc, of course. Bought it, went to my house, and I was like,
Oh, I don't have an optical
fuck, I don't have an optical drive. So I have to go buy an extension. Went back to Best Buy. The dude was laughing at me. He's like, guessing you. I was like, I don't. I forgot I do everything. Everything's
Yeah.
digital now. And he laughed and he's like, there's this like $5 one for you. And he's like, but I don't blame you. He's like, Diablo 2, like there's no other way to play it but from Best Buy. And they sell it for like nothing. It's like $5 to $10.
Actually, if you own a Mac, you can just download it from Blizzard's website. I have it on my Mac laptop.
I never checked Blizzard's website. I forget they have their own. I just like Steam and GOG.
Yeah,
those are the
you
only
have to
two I
use
like.
the Blizzard game launcher for stuff like Overwatch and then all of their
Fuck,
shit.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Too late. I didn't think about it because you have to do the same thing for all the Fallout games. You have to go to
Whatever their dumbass launcher is.
Bethesda's, yeah.
It's like, why do I have to download a new launcher? Just go on Steam like everyone else.
That's why I like to. That's how I felt about the only one I was okay with was Epic Game.
Epic's okay.
They're okay. I'm okay with Steam and Epic. Like those two, I'm fine. Origin, I'm angry because I bought a Steam game. I bought Dragon Age, but to play, I had to get an Origin account. And I
Dragon
was
Age Origins.
super
Did that
pissed.
come out in the past decade? No, that's older.
2 was in the past decade, and 3 was.
Okay.
2 was. I think 2 was a good one. I think people just didn't like it because it wasn't as big as the first one.
Origins was my shit.
Dude, I hate it. Who did you romance in the game?
Oh, dude, everyone. I think I fucked the witch. I fucked
Dude,
what's the other lady?
forgot. There's that night lady or something.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about.
I think I did both.
Yeah.
I just got enough gifts. Just kept giving him gifts.
So I think my favorite part is when you romance Morgan is her name because I'm playing it now. I'm playing it now.
Right.
It was like I romanced her, and I'm not really high level. I'm like 20, which I think is good for still only being like a couple hours in.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, you need to go see my mom. And I was like, oh, this is weird. So I go in there and she turns into a dragon and she's like, I'm going to kill you. And I was like, I'm only 20. She wrecked my shit. And then I just got really angry. And then like every time Morgan brings up, she's like, we should go visit my mom. I'm like, fuck your mom. She killed me. And I had to and I was like, and I didn't save it until super fucking long time ago.
Yeah.
So I'm replaying shit.
That was a fun game. Like I like the team aspect.
Yeah.
Like you can just like pause and like shift into someone else and just like be the entire team deciding stuff.
I enjoyed that.
It was an interesting way to build a game because there's not a lot like that.
Mass Effect does something like that, but not as good.
Mm-hmm.
But
I just got a text.
But yeah. I didn't think about that. I'm gonna check Blizzard's storefront now. See if it was cheaper. But I only got it for like $5, so. But what'd you think is your games? Any games? Besides Last of Us? I know me and you were on the same page of that. Like that is a fucking fantastic game.
What else did I like?
Because I was worried about putting that on my list, so I put it on the bottom just in case you're like, Last of Us. I'd be like, okay, we're not going to be the same. I put it as like real number one, but I was like...
Uncharted 3.
Oh, wait, Uncharted 4 was good. I like that one.
Oh, yeah, Uncharted was amazing.
That was amazing. Yeah. Fuck, I didn't think about that. And I have the collector's edition
Uncharted
of that game.
4. Great game. That's probably on my list. Tomb Raider?
Which one?
Are you a fan?
The first one or the second one?
I can't remember which one I played.
The first one's where she's
the same, right?
The second one, you're with like a guide or something. The first one, you're on a boat and it crashes and you.
Well, the first one's like, which one's the origin one where they kind of redid her origin?
That's the first one. The one that the movie's based on, which I think the movie was great. They should make another one.
I think I played.
Compared to the Angelina Jolie ones, you can't tell me that it was just okay.
Well, the Angelina Jolie ones were like 90s movies.
Yeah. They were like hot chick spy movies.
Yeah. I don't know. I really liked that, and I'm a big fan of Donnie Yen.
I don't know what that means.
That's that actor. He's in Into the Badlands.
Nope.
He was the guy with the stick in the Rogue One.
Oh, okay.
The blind one. That's him.
Okay.
Is he on the cover?
No, probably somewhere in there, but
He's somewhere in here. I'll find him.
but I liked his character a lot. I just like him because he's the new Jackie Chan, and I'm always a sucker when everyone's like, I do my own stunts. I know all this crazy stuff. I'm like, fuck yes. There he is. Yeah, it's Donnie Yen.
Oh, he's just some guy.
Yeah. It's an awesome actor.
He looked like a man.
He's gonna be in the new Mulan as well. So, which brought Jet Li back, which I'm really excited.
Mulan.
I don't know. I haven't played I think Last of Us was the last amazing game I played.
See, I almost wish I could add that new Star Wars game in there, but there's just certain problems with it that drive me nuts.
I haven't played it yet because I have to wait till Christmas.
Yeah, it's good.
Is it in your stocking or what?
Yeah. You asked for it for Christmas. But
Santa hasn't come yet.
You gonna wait like 5
Tim Allen hasn't showed up.
Just murder Santa.
Oh man. So
Man, we're at an hour. A little over an hour.
top song of the year?
Top song.
Oh, I have a top song. I don't.
Shit, dude.
Fuck that.
I'm fucking
Atmosphere had a great album drop this year.
Lindsay Sterling. I'm just kidding.
I think it's called Mi Vida Loca.
Ba, 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 ba.
Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
I don't know. That was a good album. Beanie had some good shit drop this year.
Juicy. I'm just kidding. Too soon. Sorry. Too soon.
What is his name? I don't know. I
Jaden
listened
Smith.
to terrible music.
I'm all over the
Jaden
place.
Smith dropped some fire this year. Like, not even joking. Jaden
did.
Smith killed it this year.
I think the one song that I remember that made me have to go listen to other songs was or was it? He starts rapping about different shows and stuff, and I was like, that was okay. And I was like, I'll give you props. And I listen to another song. I was like, you're not bad.
Yeah.
It was
He's been hanging out with Tyler and ASAP and who else? Earl
Yeah.
Sweatshirt.
Don't learn.
He's been hanging out with the right people.
I think he'll come out with something like really good soon. I think it's
2020 is going to be his year.
2020.
Jaden, we're watching.
Don't make any more of your shitty animes on Netflix.
All right, so let's close this out with
A prayer?
All right, guys. No,
Shalom.
what are we looking for in the upcoming decade next year?
Oh man, I'm really
Stuff.
excited about Last of Us 2,
All right.
the Last of Us movie.
I think I'm ready for Stadia to work because
My cousin still says it's a piece of shit.
Just I know it's a piece of shit, okay? In the next 10 years, it's not going to be a piece of shit because
That's if Google keeps working on it. They're notorious about dropping shit.
hey, someone's going to pick up that ball. I think in the next 10 years, you're going to buy a game on one platform, and you're going to have it on your Switch, you're going to have it on your PlayStation, you're going to have it on your PC, and you can just be like, I'm fucking raging in high FPS on my PC, and then you go, okay.
Kind of like how the digital movie service has gone.
I think that's the future,
That
and I
could be
think
the
it's going to
future.
work. I think it's going to
Yeah.
work in the next 10 years, and we're going to have
Because
cross-platform
Xbox
stuff.
and PlayStation are on the same page. It's more of the Switch.
I think VR is going to go fucking apeshit this.
PlayStation, has
They
some
say
good
that all the
stuff.
time, but I really do think with Alex coming out, and I think people are just going to keep pushing that.
Well, with PlayStation, with the PlayStation 5 coming out, Sony already said they're working on a new high def one that's going to be similar to the Valve one, but it's going to be consumer price, which is
Yeah.
going to be great. Which I think is
Which means
highly
lower
needed.
spec,
Yeah.
but
No, I think what they said is because I think what makes the Valve real good is that the Joy-Cons, the crazy ones they've got. They said they're gonna do it with a controller now, so it's gonna be VR with a controller for those high end games, which is shitty. But I'm like, but you're making it consumer friendly now. You know, they're gonna sell all the extra stuff on the side, is what they said they're gonna do. So that's where you invest yourself, which I'm fine with. You know, because the Valve one's just too expensive.
Yeah.
The $1,000.
it's the best around.
Not when I can play Beat Saber with. I don't know. What are you excited for, Joe? More Star Wars? Mandalorian 2?
Mandalorian season whatever.
3D.
With Baby Yoda just going. Ooh.
Yeah, that baby Yoda is gonna be a baby. It's 50 years old now. What the fuck? So they can just milk that baby in perpetuity forever.
Well, Yoda was what, a couple thousand years old.
Dude, he was almost
Before he,
2,000, 3,000. And
So
Don't talk to
they
me about
could-
Star Wars
Okay.
lore right now.
I only know this because
because I'm going to be hearing a lot of it in a few hours.
Yeah, we're going to see the premiere of the new one tonight.
hope you guys do a review, Joe. We've asked you for reviews and you haven't made your videos. Make your reviews.
Okay,
He doesn't have a camera. He's got an iPhone.
No, he could just record his voice.
I will do one.
Put it up on our
Okay.
YouTube.
Okay, I will do one. You guys looking forward to your 30s?
No.
So looking forward to my 30s. I'm gonna
Alex has got his lightsaber.
I'm gonna pop out some babies, give up on my dreams.
Hopefully, we'll be getting paid for this. That's really my dream. I want money out of this.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
This is the final episode of the decade right now.
All right.
Later, y'all.
Bye.
Well,
Trip, say bye.
We'll see you guys in 2020.
We love you.
Thank
Maybe.
you so much
I don't
for
have
listening.
2020 vision.
Womp, womp, womp. All right, we're
It's the
done.
last time I could use that joke. Bye, Trip. Bye, Trip.